Day 3, week 5. Today we are kicking off with 2 really unique supersets. The first one opens with a dual dumbbell deadlift at a 3-1-3-1 tempo. So first thing I'm going to do is demonstrate the 3-1-3-1 tempo. So starting on the ground, it's up 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 1 second, pause at the top, descend, 1, 2, 3, both heads hit the ground. 1 second, pause at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, pause. So guys, if we are starting to max out the dumbbells that we have, we can add a little bit of time to that tempo, we can add a few reps, but I think a really good option is just trying to get your hands on a band. They're available still almost everywhere. For this dual dumbbell deadlift, all we have to do is string this right underneath our dumbbells. I'm gonna go ahead and step up onto the dumbbells, and then I'm just gonna bring the band over, put my hands inside the band, grab the dumbbells, just like that, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, down, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, down. What I love about this is where you're strongest is where it's going to put a lot of tension on it. So it changes the strength curve of that movement a little bit. So we are supersetting this movement with a glute bridge dual dumbbell bench press. And I'll show you again how we can use that band to challenge this movement as well, which is one that a lot of us are pretty strong with. So the count on this is a 4-0-X-1 tempo. What we're gonna do, you need a chair, a box, or a bench. We're gonna go ahead, get our upper back onto that bench. We want our elbows, however, to be able to come down, okay? So we're gonna explode up. We're gonna lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest for a second, explode up. Lower, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, with this move, I'm just gonna put this band behind my back. Now getting into it can be a little clunky, but once we figure out our setup, this can really help add a challenge. So again, upper back on the bench, glute bridge, squeeze those glutes nice and tight, explode up, lower, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause for a second, explode up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Our second superset today is a couple of new movements on new counts as well. So pay close attention here. This is also a great one if you have the opportunity to jump in on one of our Zoom classes and have an instructor help kind of call out the counts for you and just eyeball you while you're training. It's gonna really help with these movements because there's kind of a lot going on here. So the first one is a single arm push press at a 4-0-X-1 count. So what that means is we're gonna explode up, pause for 1 second, lower, 1, 2, 3, 4, no pause at the bottom, explode up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 second pause at the top, 4 second lower. So you'll do your prescribed reps on each side, and we're gonna go ahead and superset that with a hybrid combination movement that is done on a 3-0-X-1 count. It is a split stance RDL bent over row, okay? So I'm gonna show you what that looks like. It is on a 3-0-X-1 count, so I'm gonna take a step out. This looks a lot like our death march. 1, 2, 3, And then I'm going to reset. 1, 2, 3, reset. So that is what this one's gonna look like. 1, 2, 3. So we're getting a combination of that RDL and that bent over row in this movement. Today we're gonna wrap up with a really unique workout. It's gonna open up with a bear crawl. So the way we're looking at wanting you guys to do this bear crawl is we don't want our butts way up in the air. When I did jiu-jitsu, they would call this a beast walk. So we want to keep that back nice and flat and keep everything in line. So we're going to do it half the distance prescribed out, which isn't too far, half the distance prescribed back. When we get back, we're immediately going to roll onto our back, and we have dual leg V-ups. So again, we're throwing the hands first and then meeting with the feet. From here, we have a dual dumbbell or dual kettlebell or a single dumbbell or kettlebell, depending on your equipment availability. Swing. If we're using the dual dumbbells, this should be heavy. It's a lower rep today. Hike these back. Squeeze the butt. Keep the heads neutral when we're using dumbbells. We will immediately take these into a farmer's carry, which is prescribed on your plan. Now, if you just have a kettlebell or you have a heavy kettlebell and you feel more comfortable with it, you can just do traditional Russian swings. Or if you have two kettlebells, we can go ahead and take both of those in between. And again, holding them neutral will help give you some more space and clearance, so we're not gonna threaten to hit our knees or legs with those. This one should be a fun one, guys.